Okay, so here you'll see a graphical portrayal of a typical Agile SDLC, where the Agile activities are mapped actually to the CMMI process areas. At Intellidyne, we utilize our CMMI quality controls to ensure our Agile practices meet the highest quality standards. In this way, as the chart demonstrates, you can see how Intellidyne provides complete planning and complete documentation throughout the Agile SDLC.
Okay, Rick. So can you tell us a little bit more about the tools that you use during a typical Agile project?
Sure. We have our daily stand-ups. So the daily stand-ups are really 3 questions. We ask the entire team. The entire stand-up meeting takes 15 minutes. It's not intended to be a status meeting. It's more of a task-specific briefing. Once the team becomes real comfortable in this, the daily stand-up is an essential part of the team communications. We also use something called a Kanban board. It's sometimes referred to as a big visibility chart. These charts really indicate the progress of the team. It serves as the focal point of the daily stand-up meetings. Individual tasks are tracked and monitored on the Kanban board, which provides the team and anybody else with an indication of the development progress. We also use something called a burndown chart. This is really the way the technical team can keep management informed on the progress. This is a very key tool, and actually I'll spend a little more time on that in a moment. And at the end of each iteration, iterations are referred to as sprint in the Agile terms. We do a reflection to identify any sort of improvements, remove roadblocks and bottlenecks. Team members will come with a list of what went right, what needs improvement, and any suggestions. The list is prioritized, and the improvements that the team feels they can be done for the next sprint are implemented.
Well, what do we have here, Rick? This looks like remarkably like the whiteboard from your office at Intellidyne.
That may be so, Gal, but actually I can assure you this photo is taken as a demonstration of some of the tools that we've used in one of our recent software development projects. The board itself and the surrounding charts are used to provide a status and resolve issues, and is used as a main vehicle to keep the team informed and involved. The center photo is the Kanban board. On it you will see various post-it notes that represent a development task. Sometimes these are individual requirements or user stories in Agile terms. Here they're actually individual tasks that were divided and estimated by the team before the sprint began. Sprint, as I said before, is an Agile term that addresses the individual iterations. Many sprints make up a software release. We track the progress of the tasks simply by moving the tasks across the board. These are done by the individual team members, usually during the daily stand-up. The final category indicates items that have been completed and tested. The information on the Kanban board can differ between the projects. Here, the yellow tasks are planned tasks. The blue are actually new items that the team needed to focus on. Actually, by identifying these in flight, so to say, we can immediately determine if the impact and plan accordingly. Around the board are other important Agile tools: a burndown chart, a calendar, and of course the 3 questions for the stand-up team are on the top. So what's displayed here is actually an Agile burndown chart from one of our projects. The chart is designed to keep the management and the team informed on the progress of the development effort. The total effort for the sprint is indicated in the Y column. Across the bottom is the time initially established for each sprint. As tasks are finished, we simply subtract the effort from the total and update the chart. Any additional items, such as the items on the blue post-it notes, will add to the effort and be reflected appropriately.
Okay, so before the burn down chart kind of burns up, what's the difference between red and the blue marks that we see here?
Well, actually what you see are 2 sprints. The blue lines indicate the planned effort, and the red line actually shows the actual progress. After the tasks are estimated, the amount of effort the team can produce every day is indicated in the slope of the planned line. This is often referred to as the team velocity. This chart is updated daily and progress reviewed. Issues preventing a task from completing on time become immediately evident and can be managed appropriately.